Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector and Mythic Legionnaire. And in this segment of Mythic Legion showcasing and reviews, I'm showcasing the Unknown One. I'm sure it was an exclusive of some kind. Yeah, but yeah, I picked this guy up a long time ago, like when I first started getting into Mythic Legions, but I didn't open them because I didn't know where I was going to have space. But all of a sudden, I found a way to make space. I sold a lot of stuff to make space. Anywho, yeah. Um, yeah. So here's what he looks like. Package is huge. This is a deluxe set piece. I'm assuming he comes from this line right here. I think I only got like maybe a couple of figures that come from this line, but I like him because he's a mean looking kind of knight. That's my steez. I love knights. Uh, yeah, he looked just as cool as Vorgus Vermilius. So the second, so I was like, okay, gotta get him. So the Unknown One. Um, since time and memorial, rumors have spread of a shadowy unknown figure appearing on the bloody battlefields throughout mythos. The accounts tell of a monstrous black-winged demon wielding dual glowing blades. These blades cut not the body, but rip out the souls of the unfortunate casualties already pounding at death's door. No faction is spared. Its true origin is unknown. Its true purpose is unknown. Its true name is unknown, and the history tomes record lone victims discovered moments before dying, paralyzed in fear, blind eyes gazing into the eternal void while repeatedly whispering a single word: Idaeus, Idaeus, Idaeus. Uh-oh, you say Coco Smooth 3 times in the mirror, and I'll pop up too, just like this MNFer. Just say, don't do it, I was just kidding. I'm on demon time, but I ain't a demon, just saying. Anywho, here we go. Let us open him up. Trusty blade. Yeah, I was like, okay. I was mulling it over. Part of the reason why it took me a while too was because I bought this sucker on eBay a couple times. The first time I got a good deal, but it never came, and I was PO'd. You know what I mean? I was like, dude. Then I have to wait till this guy got on deal again and got him on a deal. I was like, okay, finally. Right. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. Should be easier to take off, but guess I over. Yeah, I wasn't gonna make you guys wait through all of that, but here's what he looks like outside of the package, and it comes with all this gear, these two kind of blades, and these wangs. Pretty cool. Yeah, I hope that these wings, they feel heavy. They might, the way I see it, when you install it, feeling that you won't be able to do much, but I like this thing because them horns look really good. His blades are, we'll figure that out together. Yeah, I figured Vorgus Vermilius the second needed a homeboy just in case. And while he's dope as a knight, a bad guy knight, I figured he'd be the one last guy to help him out. They could help each other out. Ooh, the horns. Really epic horns. Horns are pretty epic. Oh man, now that I think about it, the only kind of thing that's bad is that now that I realize it, it is basically the same exact helmet like for this. Just the paint is a little, no, actually there's variations. I think they use the older mask on this one. I think we'll get into more details later on. So yeah, it comes with this pauldrons. We're gonna put them on. I guess we could put the Venger kind of like wings, but I prefer them longhorns, man. And then there's his two blades right here. His blades of soul snatching, and I gotta pick which one is the good one for the wings. I can't really tell the difference between the two, I'd say, but let me at least. Okay, so I guess one of these is going to be for them wings. We'll figure it out together, right? Now, this guy's not going to be using no cape. This guy's going to have his demon wangs on. Yeah. Ugh. Made such a clutter, folks. Sorry about that. All right, so dang, these holes are huge. So it might have to go on the pauldrons because there's. Yeah, I don't think this is going to fit, or is it? These holes, they're huge. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to warm them up so you guys can see it, right? Give me time to do it real quick. All right, with a little heat, this thing's went in pretty easy. Now I'm about to heat these up so that you guys can get the wings on. Okay, so yeah, with enough heat, this thing was able to go in like no problems. But um, the wings, so they're very tight up here, but very, can, because of how heavy they are, kind of makes it too heavy for this thing to stay in place. It's gonna start to come down. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't want to mess it up too much, because mess with it too much, because I don't want to loosen it anymore. You know what I mean? So oh, I know. Look. So let's look what it looks like in its full glory this way, right? The wings. It becomes kind of back heavy, a little on the back heavy side. Bring it down so you guys can see it. This thing looks pretty glorious. The weapons are kind of like whatevs. I don't find them to be intimidating, but probably if I fought this guy in real life, I might be a little more intimidated, right? But it doesn't strike me as something to be like, oh, you have to get pretty close. I'd be able to dodge, I think. But yeah, I think it looks really good. There's something about this coffee like bean kind of color that he's got going on, like a darker shade of brown. I think it's really cool. I think they may have used the older Vorgus Vermilius kind of head, because there's more intricate designs on this. Like, this is a modern head and that one's a older one, so that's kind of cool that there's enough of a difference in variation, even though they share the same feet, legs. Only thing they don't really share is the chest and pauldrons, and I think they share the same uh, shoulders. Yep, or bicep things and gauntlets. But yeah, the wings are its own thing. His leg, something about the way these boots are always have this kind of sticking out, but nothing like he can't fix. But yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, the problem is it becomes back heavy because of them wings, and it feels like it's gonna go down. So yeah, I'm gonna probably have them displayed like folded, kind of reminiscent of that of the Creeper from Jeepers Creeper. Dang, that Creeper is a pretty menacing villain. Creeper's dope. But yeah, I I think he looks pretty intimidating. I like his horns, Brahma bull like horns, very big long horns. nice of a difference. And yeah, when you got him and Vorgus Vermilius together, they're a menacing force together. I'd say it's a good look. It's a gosh dang good look. Of course, I gave Vorgus Vermilius a different cape kit. I should have done a video on that, but I got a more videos coming for the kits that I've been buying for the Mythic Legions too. So you guys are gonna see that if you guys are following and watching. So cool. But yeah, final thoughts on this fig. It looks great. The only problem again is because the wings are heavy. It might have a tendency to back lean, and not only that, the wings and the joints here might start to fall down a bit. It's very tricky trying to, you know, it'll start to loosen up and all this other stuff. So I'm trying to just leave it as is because of the weight of these wings. I predict that they're just gonna start. Gravity's gonna do its thing. You know what I'm saying? But until then, I'm gonna enjoy it while it's still tight enough. It's still a great look. I think you guys will have fun. All right, folks, that's all I got for this segment of Mythic Legionnaires, the Unknown One edition. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Casual Collector and Mythic Legionnaire. And until the next video, folks, ciao.